My head's gonna get cut off. Scoot it over this way. Hello everybody! My dear friend Tyra wanted me to make a video. I used to make videos. It has been 2 years since I have made such a video, and I didn't know what to make. And you'd think 2 years I would have had like this little file of like some video ideas that I might have. I'm sorry. Bear with me. This camera for some reason wants to make me like really pink, like red, like Bob the Tomato, and I don't understand why. So if I ever turn pink at some point in this, I am so sorry. I don't know how to fix it. Bear with me. Anyway, I decided to tell you a story. I literally have one story that I feel is story time worthy. So here I am, telling you my story. First off, there are two things that need to be made clear. First, I'm a theater nut. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge theater person. I love like every single musical that's ever been on Broadway, especially the musical My Fair Lady. Second thing that you need to know, I am severely directionally challenged. I get lost with the GPS on. Finally, it just gives up on me. It's like, sorry, honey, I can't help you anymore. The preface is done. A local community theater near my college was putting on a production of My Fair Lady, and they're having auditions, and I was like, frick yeah! I'm gonna be the next Eliza Doolittle. I signed up, I had all my stuff ready, I was all ready to audition for Eliza Doolittle. The night came, I had my GPS ready. GPS with the address of the community theater all set in. I looked at it ahead of time so that way I knew exactly which way I should be heading and which directions and which ways I should be turning. And then I also had all my resume. My resume. I had my resume and my headshot and everything, my little folder of everything ready. I was set, I was looking fine. I'm in my car, and my GPS has warned me that there's a private road on my route. I was like, you know what? I can just like not turn on there, just go straight or turn somewhere else, and hopefully it'll you know, take me a different way. I get to the private road part and I see that it's like this huge, like really posh looking gated community retirement home thing, and I'm like, ooh, that's probably not where I should be. Side note, I was sorely mistaken. That was exactly where I should have been. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm gonna go straight, and this GPS is gonna tell me how to get there a different way that's not on this private road. I go straight, and my GPS immediately tells me that I need to make a U-turn. So I look closely at my GPS. I see some roads that go back here that go really close to where I should be. Let's just try these roads over here. I was wandering around these streets trying to avoid this private road for 25 minutes because I thought I knew better. But I did not. Thankfully, I was so panicked about getting lost that I had gotten ready and I left so that I would be there a half hour early. Half an hour early! Finally, I was like, I give up. I'm just going to go down this private road, and if they can't tell me what I should do, then it wasn't meant to be. I'm not meant to be Eliza Doolittle. So I go down the road, and I get to this gate. The guy's like, what do you want? I'm an audition. I'm Eliza. And the guy's like, okay, so here you go. And he gives me a ticket, and he just sends me on in. So here I am. I'm like ready to go. I have like 5 minutes to get to my audition, so I'll be there on time. And I look at the address, which is 10,000 something drive. It was 10,000. That's very important. The address was 10,000. I'm driving down the road and I see that my GPS wants me to keep going, but I see to my right that there's a building that has 10,000 on it. I know Google Maps sometimes gets it wrong and tries to take you to a place that's not actually where it should be. So it's like, I'm gonna trust my eyeballs to see that this says 10,000, my address says 10,000, I'm gonna go into this building that says 10,000. So I pull in, I park, and I have like 3 minutes. I go inside and there's no one in there. Not a soul. Except for this little old lady sitting by the counter on a couch reading her newspaper. I see signs and everything, so I walk around for a little bit. I couldn't find anything that said theater or even like little papers that said My Fair Lady auditions this way. So I'm wandering around aimlessly, and finally I go to this woman. I'm like, where is the theater? I have no idea. Could you please help me? She seemed kind of irritated, and she's like, well, I went on a tour today with somebody. I can show you where it is. We saw. She's walking with me, and I'm like, and obviously she was not happy. So I was like, you don't have to go with me. Just point me in the right direction. Tell me where I should go, and I'll get there. And she's like, okay, go down these elevators, and then you go to the right. To the right is what she said. So I went down the elevators, and I went to the right, and there was a health center. a health center. It's like, I'm 90% positive that this is not where I'm supposed to be. I just, like, walk around and I'm like, there was no way. There's only a pool and a workout room. I was like, there's no way that it's supposed to be here. So I was like, maybe she meant left. Like, go where left would have been when I come out of the elevator. And then there's a fitness center. No, wait, the fitness center is what I went into. Now I'm in the health center. Definitely not where I'm supposed to be. So I go back upstairs and I find this lady and I'm like, listen, it is not down there. I went right and there's a health center and it's just not down there. And she's like, oh, I told you to go right, not left. And I was like, I did, Cheryl. I went right, not left. That wasn't her name. That's the name I gave her. She's like, oh, fine. And so we go downstairs, both of us together. And we go down and we go right and health center is still there. And she's like, oh, well, that's funny. And I'm like, yeah, isn't it funny? So she's like, oh, well, So we go up the elevator, but we don't go back to the floor that we were originally on, the ground floor. We go up to the second floor. And we walk around up there, and she's like, and she goes down the other elevator, as if when we go down the other elevator, it's going to magically appear downstairs. So we go up and down this elevator like 3 times, as if one of those times just going to switch around and poof, theater. This Cheryl, it's not her actual name, was like, we're going to try to catch these 2 ladies that are walking downstairs and see if they know how to get to this place that you need to get to. I am panicking. I was like 40 minutes late to my audition at this point. I was like ready to cry. This lady is like, Nancy! And the 2 ladies both turn around, so I just assumed that both of their names were Nancy. I don't know, but we're going to say both their names are Nancy 1 and Nancy 2. So we're going up, and these ladies are like, oh, hello, well, Cheryl, man, whatever. And Cheryl's like, I just got myself all turned around. Where is this theater? And Nancy 1 looks at us and is like, the theater? Well, honey, you're in the wrong building. What? This lady is trying to get me around in the wrong building? These ladies were so kind. They were like complimenting my shoes and saying how cute I was. And I was like, thank you, but I'm about to cry because I need to get to my audition. So finally they're like, do you have a car? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, you should take a car. And then Nancy 2 is like, oh, no. You should go up to the 4th. You should take these elevators down this hallway and go up to the 4th floor, which you can't get to with the other elevators. But you go to these, go to the 4th floor, and you go across, and you walk over that little thing that goes across the road into the next building right next door. And I'm like, I don't have time. Is there any way that I can just run? Like, bullet, woo! Little road runner, like, me, and they're like, well, you could go down this hallway and go out this door and go to the right, and then the building right there. And I'm like, thank you. And so I just running to this other building, and as I'm going up to the building, there's these women coming out of the doors, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you here for My Fair Lady auditions? They're like, oh no, we're here with the Little Mermaid, but we do know where they're still waiting in there for you. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So I go up to go through the first set of sliding doors, and then I go up to the second set of sliding doors, and nothing. They did not open. They just right in my face. And I was like, what do? Do I scan something? Do I scan my little paper thing? But there's no scanner. I'm like, I run back outside, and these poor ladies were in the middle of a conversation, but I was panicking. I am so sorry that I am interrupting your conversation, but these doors will not open. How do you open the doors? Oh, you just walk in. You would think that's how you get in, but it is not. And I went up to the doors, and they did not open. I was a little bit nicer than that, I promise. At least I don't think I was. I was very delusional at that point. One lady's like, oh, well, I don't know. I guess you're just going to have to wait for someone to come out. I'm like, how long is that going to take? I go up to the doors, and thank goodness there's the man that is coming out. I'm like, oh, praise Jesus. No, this man is going to be very important later. I will tell you why. But just remember that there was a man coming out as I was going in. Because he's coming out, I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, oh, you're welcome. And I just ran. This building looked exactly the same on the inside as the other building did. It was just on this side of the street. And I was like, I assume that Cheryl had the right directions, just wrong building. So I went down the elevators, went down, went to the right, boom, theater. I was like, frick yeah! So I run inside, and I'm like terrified because I'm really, really late. And I'm like, are these My Fair Lady auditions? And there's like 3 ladies sitting down the front row, and they're like, are you Rebecca? And I'm like, yes, that is me. I'm Rebecca. Yes, I'm here. I am ready. Let's do this. And they're like, oh, well, you just missed our music director. He just left. What I didn't think about that night, but was later revealed to me by a friend, the music director, he was probably the man coming out of the building while I was going into the building. That nice man that let me in? Yeah, that was probably the music director that I had just missed. The ladies are so nice, and they told me just to come back that Saturday. I could audition before the callback. Told me everything I had to have ready for the callbacks, just in case I was asked to stay. I didn't get the part. In the end, it was all for naught. I'm just stressed talking about this again. But that's my story for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know how entertaining this was. I wanted to get a video out. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for... Bye. Freaking Cheryl.